It is 9:00 a.m. on Thursday, March 12, 2026. We are looking at up to 40 centimeters of snow in Baie-Comeau, wind gusts reaching 139 kilometers per hour in Hope, British Columbia, and freezing rain stretching across the entire province of New Brunswick. A massive ice storm hit southern Quebec and eastern Ontario overnight, causing the largest power outage event in the province so far this winter. Right now, 6 provinces are under active weather warnings from the Pacific coast all the way to Prince Edward Island. This is the weather breakdown you need before you head out the door today, so let's get right into the details. We start with the ice storm in Quebec, where the situation is still unfolding and the impacts are being felt by millions. Environment Canada has issued high-impact orange warnings for freezing rain covering Montreal, Quebec City, Gatineau, the Laurentians, and Montérégie. These are the most serious warnings issued short of a red alert, and they are certainly justified this morning. The freezing rain began Wednesday afternoon and intensified overnight, leaving a thick layer of ice on every outdoor surface. In the Montreal area, forecasters expect a total of 20 to 30 millimeters of ice accumulation. The Montérégie region south of Montreal has been hit especially hard, with over 80,000 homes and businesses losing power early this morning. Across the entire province, Hydro-Quebec reports that more than 212,000 customers are without electricity as of 9:15 a.m. While 550 crews have been sent out to fix the lines, the utility warns that icy roads will make their work much slower than usual. They are asking for patience as crews prioritize safety while navigating dangerous travel conditions. Public transit has also taken a hit, with Montreal's REM light rail service disrupted between Gare Centrale and Brossard because the tracks are simply too icy. Schools in Montreal, Quebec City, and Western Quebec are closed for a second day in a row. Meteorologists warn that as the wind picks up today, the added weight of the ice could snap more power lines, leading to even more outages. Even if the rain stops, dropping temperatures will freeze any standing water, making roads treacherous through the evening. If you are in southern Quebec, the best advice is to stay home and avoid any travel that isn't absolutely necessary. Further north in Quebec, the problem isn't ice, but heavy snow. A snowfall warning is active for Baie-Comeau and Sept-Îles, where 40 centimeters of snow will pile up by this afternoon. Roads are extremely dangerous in the Côte-Nord and Gaspé regions, and parts of Route 132 and Route 138 are already closed to trucks. Meanwhile, the corridor from Rimouski to Gaspé is under a winter storm warning, with a messy mix of snow, ice pellets, and high winds. These conditions should finally start to calm down from west to east later this afternoon. Moving into eastern Ontario, Ottawa and the surrounding valley dealt with significant freezing rain overnight. About 10 to 20 millimeters of ice has coated the region, leading to 50 flight cancellations at the Ottawa airport and delays for Via Rail passengers. While the freezing rain is turning into a light drizzle this morning, the real danger will be the flash freeze later today. As temperatures drop, everything that is wet will turn into a sheet of glass, so expect hazardous driving conditions to last well into the night. On the other side of the country in British Columbia, a cold front brought violent winds to the coast and mountains overnight. Hope saw a peak gust of 139 kilometers per hour, while Victoria and parts of Vancouver Island saw gusts over 100 kilometers per hour. These winds have knocked out power to many residents in the Fraser Valley. While winds are starting to ease in the Okanagan, mountain passes are still a major concern. Highway 3 and the Trans-Canada Highway are seeing heavy snow and blowing wind that creates near-zero visibility. If you have to drive through the mountains today, check the latest road reports, as conditions won't truly improve until late this afternoon. Alberta is currently holding the record for the most individual warning zones in the West. Central Alberta, including Banff and Red Deer, is getting hit with heavy snow that could total 20 centimeters by tonight. In the south, the main threat is the wind. Areas like Lethbridge are seeing gusts up to 100 kilometers per hour, which are strong enough to cause property damage. In places like Pincher Creek, residents are dealing with both heavy snow and high winds at the same time, making it a very rough morning. Over in Saskatchewan, the province is split between 2 different problems. The south and west are buried under 15 to 20 centimeters of fresh snow, while the central and eastern regions are dealing with thick fog that has dropped visibility to zero. The snow should taper off by tonight, and the fog is expected to lift later this morning. But for now, travel is very difficult across the province. Manitoba is currently the quietest spot in the west, but that won't last. A blowing snow advisory is in place for tonight. As north winds pick up this evening, they will whip around the fresh snow and create whiteout conditions in the Red River Valley. If you live in southern Manitoba, the worst part of the storm is still ahead of you, so be ready for a difficult commute tonight and early Friday morning. In Atlantic Canada, New Brunswick is draped in a province-wide freezing rain warning. From Fredericton to the coast, everything is being coated in up to 10 millimeters of ice. This is enough to cause power outages and bring down tree branches. In the north, the ice will keep falling for a few more hours, while southern areas should see a change to regular rain by this afternoon. Over on Prince Edward Island, Prince County is also dealing with icy conditions that should improve later today. We also have a major storm hitting Newfoundland and Labrador with a mix of snow, ice, and flooding rain, which I covered in a separate detailed update earlier this morning. To wrap things up, we are looking at a massive coast-to-coast weather event. Quebec and Ontario are facing the most immediate crisis with massive power outages and dangerous ice. Western Canada is struggling with heavy snow and high winds that are slowly moving out, while Manitoba is bracing for a rough night ahead. Across the Maritimes, the focus is on the freezing rain and the mess it leaves behind. Please remember that even when the precipitation stops, the dropping temperatures will keep the roads icy and dangerous. The most important thing you can do today is stay informed and stay off the roads if you don't have to be out. We will be watching the power restoration efforts in Quebec very closely throughout the day. All this information comes from Environment Canada and local authorities as of Thursday morning. Please stay safe, look out for your neighbors, and I will see you in the next update.